Hi, welcome to IELTS. In this video, we'll talk about something that is a big hindrance to your scoring a very good score in the writing part of any test, any English test. And I keep on getting some evaluations every day. I have to evaluate certain tasks and all. And first of all, most of you are into getting a band score, maybe by a magical force or something, because most of you will keep writing, and one day you think you'll get a band score you want. It's not labor, it's writing, and it has so many components to deal with. And it's not that one day you do something very badly and the next day or the next day or the following day you're going to do it very wonderfully and you're going to get your score. Nothing of that's what happens. Most of you lack analysis, most of you lack anything that is actually contributing to the aspects of English writing, maybe coherence and cohesion, task response, grammar and vocab. So what happens in evaluations is that students expect me to make their sheets red, make their telling them their mistakes. It's not that I'm going to give you any kinds of maybe correction orgasms. I'm not an IELTS porn star, and most of you are expecting that only. You want to have something. Sir check कर दो. Oh sir कितना score आया? मेरा task check हो गया. As in most of the time, I don't want to even evaluate the task because the mistakes are repeated so often that it frustrates me also, because I teach about 12 hours a day, and it gets on my nerves that I have to go through the same mistakes. I have to go through the kinds of things that I've told you earlier. So that is not something that I look forward to when it comes to when it comes to teaching and all. So I tell you what happens, why this culture is wrong. I remember contacting a teacher once when I was actually juggling with writing anxiety. Uh, the name of the teacher is Manil, and he has this channel called IELTS by Manil. And I wrote an essay. Want, even though I was better than him, I kind of tried to, because when you are nervous, when you are new to something, you kind of rely on people who have been there in that field for long. And so did I kind of contacted this person after I had that bad experience with the Chris Pell IELTS Advantage. So I wrote an essay. I sent him the thing, and I had used this word happen. Now happen is a verb, happen is an adverb also, like perhaps kind of thing. Perhaps I'm there, happen, I'll go back just for a while. So I had used happen in this sentence, in such a sentence, and in this sense, sorry. So that person marked it wrong, saying you have not used the correct form of the verb. Correct form of the verb, it should have been it happens. I said okay, that is perfectly fine. When you use the verb happen with the singular pronoun it should be it happens. But I have used it in an adverbial sense, and it should be happen here. So that person did not listen to me afterward, and it kind of, I had to cut the connection and all. So the thing is that not everybody knows everything about English, and I'm very cautious when when I evaluate my essays, when I go about evaluating my students' essays, and I tend not to point out mistakes, because there are certain pieces of software that are better than I am, and that are better than almost all English teachers. So you should be your own evaluator. I had something similar with the Chris's teachers also. They were not competent enough, that I don't know how these English people don't know English itself. So they were not privy to certain maybe intellectual aspects of English, and they kind of marked my essays wrong and all. that's why I'm against him. And I'm not gonna, succumb to his being an English person and me being an Indian. If I know something, I know it, and that confidence has been gained by me by evaluating myself time and again. I rely on various, these grammar checkers. You can always go through one of these. There is Quillbot, there is Grammarly, so many are there, and they know everything. They have every kind of data to evaluate your thing properly. Humans have biases, and so is the case with you guys. You should be going through your grammar and language aspects yourselves, and you should be correcting yourself a lot. I kind of uh, spend about 1.5 or maybe 2 hours evaluating my own videos. I kind of re-listen to them. I kind of try and find out what I did wrong or what I can be better at. And that has given me the confidence to be, on my own, be someone who is not afraid of even native speakers and all. In regard to my being correct, I'm not a narcissist who would not accept his mistakes or whatever. Whenever I upload a video, I keep it private for a day or two so that I can re-listen to it, maybe twice or thrice, or okay, twice. I have not listened to my uh, videos or any of my videos maybe more than 2 times, but it's okay, it's good, as in if I get to know my mistakes, I become better. And you guys are always reliant on your own teachers, and they give so many circles on the sheet, and then you don't do anything. I know none of you kind of try to better yourself. None of you, sorry, none of you kind of try to better yourselves. None of you are able to focus on one thing or the other. The teacher should only be telling you how to do it. The teacher should only be evaluating your task response, whether your ideas are right or not. And even I would recommend you go through your task responses also before submitting your essays, because, or maybe task ones also, because you must be knowing your mistakes first before your teachers tell you them. And do not be so reliant on those colored sheets that because you're not going to do anything afterward. You are going to be so confused, okay, uh, what to focus on, the grammar, the vocabulary, or the task response, or whatever. At the end, you will masturbate and sleep. I know, mostly boys, girls, I don't know what they do in that regard. And I had something of that sort today when I was evaluating one of my students. You know she had submitted me a task. She had given me a task one. Let me display it. And I don't know how many times I don't know how many times I must have told her that it is as compared ed to, not as compared to. Now these are the things that you are not going to get, you're not going to get by the help of a teacher, but by yourselves only. Take a grammar checker, take a maybe piece of software that is free on the internet, and type your essay. While you are typing your thing, you will get to know your errors, and that is going to help you with becoming a better writer. Because writing and speaking grammar is not about knowing the fundamentals of grammar and using them on the spot in your essay or whatever. Because your brain is not, our brains are not that multifunctional. We have to have things bit by bit. And meanwhile you do something and you get your errors, your brain is very, we are very egocentric and all. We, if we make mistakes, and we are insulted by something on the spot, we kind of remember things better. And if you get to know your mistakes on the spot by the software or something, you will remember them for longer, and you might actually stop making those mistakes afterward. And that has happened to me. That happens to one, that has happened to various students I've taught. And the best I've seen was Rahat Peshawariya. She was very serious about her studies, and she kind of, in 20 classes perhaps, she got a band 8, and her writing score was a 7.5. And she kind of put such efforts into her writing and whatever. So there is something, and with the teacher's evaluation, you will just be going through the sheet and be confused and all, and nothing is going to transpire, nothing is going to be fruitful at the end, and you're gonna rely on a stupid doctor's templates, or maybe a stupid teacher's videos where he is using all those emotional things to manipulate you into watching his video completely, or maybe buying his product or whatever. Fuck them, I don't care about them now. So be smart, be serious, be logical in your approach. Most of you are stressed, you are not serious, and you have to eliminate the stress and abound with the seriousness. Be careful with your writing. I'm not going to say subscribe to my channel, I don't need that.